Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into something pretty special brewing in North African football. There's this electric feeling.
Definitely. Across Morocco, anticipation is building.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about Morocco's U20 national team, the Atlas Lion Cubs, and their big achievement, qualifying for the FIFA U20 World Cup in Chile 2025.
It really feels like more than just qualifying for a tournament, though.
Right. It feels like a plan coming together, years of work paying off.
That's what we want to unpack for you today. Our mission really is to get under the hood, understand what makes this specific squad tick. We're looking at the strategy behind it all, the coach, and this unique talent pipeline they have.
Based on, well, a detailed analysis we've got here, it really paints a picture of why people are calling this the start of maybe another golden generation for Morocco.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
So let's kick off with the obvious thing hanging in the air. The senior team's incredible run in Qatar back in 2022, semifinals. How does that impact these U20 kids? Is it pure inspiration or, like, massive pressure?
Great question. And the analysis suggests it's overwhelmingly inspiration. But, crucially, it's inspiration with a roadmap attached.
A roadmap? How so?
Well, the senior team didn't just win games, they showed how they won. They left behind this blueprint, based on what the stars like Hakimi, Bonu, Amrabat showed everyone.
Ah, okay. So it wasn't just about moments of magic.
Exactly. It was grounded in tactical discipline, real structure, plus this unwavering self-belief, and maybe the biggest thing, playing for the badge on the shirt. Selflessness.
So these young players saw that and thought, okay, that's the standard, that's how it's done.
Precisely. They saw the bar raised. Moroccan football isn't just aiming for African success anymore. The target is global. And they saw a way to potentially get there.
Okay, so if Qatar provided the vision, the actual qualification for Chile was the first big test, right? They got through via the U20 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON.
Yeah, top 4 finish there. And let me tell you, the U20 AFCON is no joke. It's a proper crucible.
Grueling, I hear. Different styles, tough conditions.
Totally. You face incredibly diverse opponents. High-speed West African teams one day, super organized North African rivals the next, often on tricky pitches, massive pressure. Yeah. It tests character as much as skill.
So getting through that, what does it tell us?
Resilience, mainly. They had to navigate tense group games, then win a high-stakes quarterfinal to book that World Cup ticket. The analysis highlights their maturity in those moments, handling pressure. That's huge for a tournament like the World Cup.
All right, let's zoom in on the guy pulling the strings, Coach Mohamed Ouahbi. The source material calls his approach modern and sophisticated. What does that actually mean in practice?
Ouahbi's background is really key here. He spent a lot of time coaching in Europe, specifically in Belgian youth setups.
Ah, Belgium, known for great youth development, right?
Exactly. Very focused on technical skills, player development, tactical flexibility. He brings that whole mindset back to Morocco. But it's not just X's and O's. The analysis points to him being a mentor, too.
A mentor?
Yeah, someone who gets how to manage young pros today. Especially tricky when you've got players developed in different European leagues alongside homegrown talent. He needs to bring them all together.
Okay, so this European influence, does that mean really rigid tactics? Or does he let them play with that Moroccan flair we know? Sometimes those things clash.
That seems to be his secret sauce, if you like. The analysis suggests it's this really clever balance he strikes. Tactical rigidity, absolutely non-negotiable in defense, and when they lose the ball, everyone knows their job.
Right, snap back into shape immediately, pressing triggers, defensive structure.
Exactly, like when the ball goes wide to an opponent's defender, maybe that triggers a specific team press to trap them. That structure is the foundation, the safety net.
Okay, so that's the rigidity part. Where does the freedom come in?
Then, once they've secured the ball and are moving into the final third, that's when Ouahbi unlocks them. He encourages the wingers, the attacking midfielders, to try things, take players on, attempt that difficult pass, switch positions.
Ah, so it stops them being predictable, lets the natural talent shine through.
Precisely. It allows for that flair, that speed, those quick transitions and combinations they're known for. The source calls it both pragmatic and beautiful, which sounds about right. Defense first, but then express yourselves.
A finely tuned orchestra, as the analysis puts it. So let's break down the sections of that orchestra, starting with the midfield, the engine room. Why is it so central?
Well, the midfield is basically the control center. They dictate the game's rhythm. It's often a double pivot system, Two central midfielders working together.
You're doing what exactly? Just tackling?
Oh, much more. Yes, winning the ball back, tenacious tackling, smart interceptions, but then immediately knowing what to do with it. Recycling possession, keeping the ball moving. Often one acts as a deep playmaker, capable of spraying long passes to switch the play instantly.
So they control the tempo, speed it up, slow it down.
Absolutely. They're like shock absorbers. If the opposition presses high, they use short, clever passes to break the press. If the opponent sits deep, they probe patiently, wait for an opening. It's all about intelligent game management.
Okay, moving backwards, the defensive wall. What makes this U20 defense stand out?
Cohesion seems to be the key word from the analysis. The center backs and the fullbacks work as a really tight unit. And the fullbacks are crucial to their attack too, bombing forward.
Which can leave gaps, surely.
But the system adapts. When a fullback pushes high, often one of the deeper midfielders will slot back, maybe forming a temporary back three. It prevents them getting caught out on the counter. Smart adjustments.
And there's always got to be a leader back there, right? Someone organizing things.
Absolutely. The source highlights a central defensive general. Someone calm, reads the game incredibly well, almost like a veteran. Anticipation is key, knowing where the danger is before it happens. That composure, especially playing out from the back under pressure, is vital for Ouahbi's style.
This all sounds very well drilled. Which brings us to maybe Morocco's biggest ace in the hole. Drawing talent from the diaspora. That dual nationality advantage. How significant is that, really?
It's huge. Honestly, it's described as almost a secret weapon, but it's not secret. It's strategy. Decades of investment by the Moroccan Federation. They have this top-class global scouting network.
Looking for players with Moroccan heritage everywhere. France, Spain, Belgium, Netherlands.
Exactly. Places with fantastic football education systems. So you get these players who've been schooled in, say, the Dutch tactile model or the French physical intensity or Spanish technical skills.
And then they bring that back.
Yes. And here's the clever part. They fuse that diaspora talent with the best players coming through their own system, especially from the Mohamed VI Football Academy.
Ah, the academy. That's a big deal in Morocco, isn't it?
Massive. It's designed to basically instill consistent Moroccan tactical identity from a young age. So you get this blend, the tactical variety and experience from Europe, fused with the core national identity and understanding from the homegrown players.
That sounds like a recipe for a very adaptable squad.
It really is. Technically gifted, tactically flexible because they're exposed to so many styles, and probably mentally tougher for it too.
Which explains that X Factor, the analysis, talks about unpredictability.
Definitely. You can't easily prepare for them because they can play different ways.
Yeah, the source says they have the grit to, grind out a tough 1-0 win if needed.
Right. Dig in, defend resolutely.
But they've also got the flair to just blow teams away, win 4-3 with exciting attacking football.
Exactly. That adaptability is gold dust in a tournament format where you face different challenges every few days. A nightmare for opposition coaches to scout.
Now, thinking about past U20 World Cups, where does Morocco stand historically? Have they had success before?
They have. Their best finish ever was actually 4th place back in 2005 in the tournament held in the Netherlands.
4th place. That's impressive.
It really was a fantastic run, and that team was kind of a launch pad for players who became mainstays of the senior team later on. Think Chamakh and Boussoufa.
Ah, okay. So that tournament showed the potential.
Exactly. And it's sort of paved the way for the generation we see now, the Hakimis, the En-Nesyris. Many came through the youth ranks. The U20 World Cup is often a really strong predictor of a nation's future strength.
So looking ahead to Chile now, the group stage. It's always tough at this level, isn't it? No easy games.
None at all. You're up against the best young players from completely different footballing cultures, South American flair, European organization, Asian discipline.
So tactical flexibility is going to be absolutely key.
Immense. The analysis points to two big challenges they'll likely face. First, breaking down teams that just sit back. Deep blocks, 10 men behind the ball.
Right. How do they handle that?
Patience is key. Using those attacking fullbacks to create width. Relying on the midfielders to pick that killer pass through a crowded defense. It tests your creativity.
And the second challenge?
Handling the opposite. The really aggressive high press. Teams that try to suffocate you in your own half force mistakes.
We see that a lot from top European and South American sides.
Absolutely. To beat that press, you need serious composure from your defenders and goalkeeper. Trusting your short passing game under intense pressure. Finding that free player in midfield to escape the press. How they manage these different styles will be crucial.
And through all that, They'll have the backing of the nation, won't they? Even from thousands of miles away in Chile. That Moroccan support, the 12th man, it's legendary.
It really is that passion, that feeling of representing the whole country.
Yeah.
The players will definitely feel that energy. It can be a massive lift in tough moments.
So pulling it all together then, what's the final takeaway for the listener?
I think the main point is this. The Atlas Lion Cubs aren't going to Chile just to make up the numbers. They're serious contenders. They've got the individual talent, absolutely. But more importantly,
The system.
yes,
Yeah.
they have that sophisticated coaching from Ouahbi. They've got this incredibly effective development pipeline, that blend of the Mohamed VI Academy and the global diaspora scouting. It's all come together. They have the tools.
It's exciting because this tournament, the U20 World Cup, it really is where future stars announce themselves, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Think about it. Messi, Maradona, Pogba, countless legends made their first big international splash at this very tournament.
The world will be watching Chile. So the final thought for you, the listener, is maybe this. Which one of these young Atlas Lion Cubs will grab that spotlight? Who's going to carve their name into history next, cement Morocco's place as a rising force, and maybe inspire the next generation coming through? It's going to be fascinating to watch.